Welcome back, chatters! Narito pa rin po tayo sa CyberChat Season 2.
At sa ating segment na Sit and Talk, let us now call our two guests. Attorney Aldrian Robert David, or Attorney Ayan as I fondly call him. He is a lead lawyer at IJM Manila at matindi ang kanyang partisipasyon sa drafting ng internal rules and regulations ng anti-OSAIC law.
Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you, everyone.
At kasama din natin ngayon, walang iba kundi si Attorney Raena Asistores-Pabiona. Isa rin siya sa mga lead lawyers ng IJM Manila at ganoon din, kagaya ni Attorney Ayan, napakalaki ng kanyang participation sa technical working group that drafted the implementing rules and regulations of RA 11930. Welcome, Attorney Ray.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Nakakatuwa na Attorney Ray ka, Attorney Ray din siya.
Tokayo.
At coffee break feels to, no? Parang nasa office lang ba tayo, Attorney Ray and Attorney Ayan?
Opo nga eh.
Para pong nag-report sa mga boss namin.
Alam niyo po, si Attorney Ayan at Attorney Raena, or Attorney Ray din talaga ang tawag namin sa kanya. Pero pag andito si Attorney Ray, dapat Raena siya.
Siya lang ang Raena.
Mga members po sila ng aking team sa IJM, sa Manila Prosecution Development Team.
And yes, Kat, I'm very happy na magkakasama tayo ngayon. Ang ating mga hardworking lawyers. And you know, this team is really very close to my heart kasi dito ako nag-start sa aking trabaho sa IJM way back in, hindi ko na maalala yung year, 2004, when I joined IJM as a lawyer. At talagang nakaka-inspire ngayon na makita yung mga new generation of lawyers working on this issue.
Alam mo, Attorney Ray, I'm really blessed na part kayo ng IJM journey ko. Pero curious din talaga ako sa IJM journey mo. Yung all these years of working, serving with IJM, ano yung naging effect sa'yo sa growth mo as a lawyer o as a human being?
Yes, Kat. So, really, God has blessed me with, wonderful years serving with IJM. At masasabi kong yung mga napakahabang taon na, no? Ay, years of adventure at years of fulfillment. Talagang very fulfilling yung maging parte ka nung pagbabago na gusto mo mangyari sa lipunan. But at the same time, nababago ka. You are being transformed by the work. At yun yung naranasan ko sa IJM. I've been really changed and transformed and have grown so much in my faith and in my professional career. At alam ko, ganun din ang mangyayari sa inyo. At nakita ko rin sa iyo, Attorney Kat, yung tremendous growth through the years, serving with IJM, and now how you are now leading the team, a group of really dedicated, hardworking lawyers, and you are really, achieving a lot para sa ating mga kabataan dito sa ating bansa.
It's really a blessing to be surrounded by individuals who are faithful in their service to the country and to the Lord. Kayo naman, Attorney Ayan, Attorney Ray, huwag nating kalimutan, meron tayong coffee, ha?
Ay, thank you. Ikaw muna.
I see. Thank you.
Kumusta naman ang IJM journey nyo sa IJM Manila? Pakibanggit nga sa ating viewers, gaano ka nakatagal nagsuserve with IJM?
Ako po, almost 1 year on the 22nd. So, very new, pero before joining as a lead lawyer, I was actually an intern nga po. Alam niyo po kasi kayo yung supervising lawyer ko before. So, I was an intern for 2 summers. So, sobrang mahal ko yung work, bumalik ulit ako.
Kaya siya naka 2 summers kasi yung second summer, volunteer na siya noon. Hindi na yun required ng school nila. So, out of the generosity of her heart na yun. Ikaw, Attorney Ayan, gaano ka nakatagal?
Ako naman po more than 2 years na po ako sa IJM. But same with Attorney Raena, prior to that, I also served as an intern back in 2016, I believe. And at that time, I haven't met Attorney Ray or Attorney Kat yet since you were still in IJM Pampanga at that time.
Nabanggit po ni Attorney Ayan ng IJM Pampanga. Meron po kasi kaming field office doon noon at si Attorney Ray ang aming Field Office Director. Attorney Ray, kwento nga natin sa kanila kung saan ba nakafocus yung programa natin noon.
Oo, so nagbukas tayo ng opisina sa Pampanga in the year 2012 at naging focus ng ating program doon ay commercial sexual exploitation of children doon sa mga bars and establishments na kung saan natatraffic yung mga bata. And we partnered with the government in Region 3 at nakita rin naman natin yung drastic reduction of the prevalence of children in commercial sex. At hindi lang sa Pampanga, in different parts of the Philippines where we had a program sa Metro Manila, sa Metro Cebu. Kaya naman, dahil nakita natin talaga na effective na yung program ng ating government on that issue, nag-transition na tayo dito sa panibagong program natin sa online sexual abuse and exploitation of children. Pero balik tayo dun sa topic natin, which is OSAEC. Tanungin natin si Atty. Ayan, ano nga ba ang OSAEC or Online Sexual Abuse and Exploitation of Children under this new law, RA 11930?
Okay, so under the law po, under RA 11930, OSAEC po is, madaling salita, it's the use of information and communication technology to abuse and exploit children sexually. So there could marami pong define na acts ang OSAEC dito, So kasama po diyan yung online grooming, yung sextortion, yung kasama pa rin po ang commercial sexual exploitation of children using the internet. And of course, yung live streaming po ng sexual abuse, among others. And this may be made even with the consent of the child.
Ang anti-OSAEC law or RA 11930 is a very powerful instrument in combating OSAEC and CSAM, ensuring that the perpetrators face the full force of the law while protecting children.
So, umpisahan natin muna sa law enforcement. So, ano ba yung mga existing limitations, issues at problems relating to law enforcement that RA 11930 through its IRR will be able to address?
Let's start with Attorney Raena.
So I think one of the issues po that we saw before was the inability of law enforcement agencies to retain copies of their digital forensic examination reports. So ang nangyayari po kasi before, or until now actually, is our law enforcement agencies would apply for cybercrime warrants. And then whenever they conduct their digital forensic examinations, pursuant to that warrant, they're only allowed to make one copy of their examination reports and to have only one copy of the content data, the digital evidence that they were able to obtain from those warrants. So usually they even have to the general rule is they even have to certify with the court that they only have one copy of that. So that's been an issue that we've seen because as we know, in our experience in our casework, it's unusual for an OSAEC case to be isolated. So usually when we find a local facilitator, madami ang foreigners na customers and madami ding na-exploit na children. So whenever these law enforcement authorities are able to gather pieces of evidence, sayang naman yung evidence na nakukuha nila kung wala din silang copy that they could use to continue investigating or continue using to identify more perpetrators, more foreign customers, or even more victims that they could rescue as well.
So mahalaga talaga itong mga digital evidence to be preserved para mag-lead sa further investigation ng mga foreign customers who are involved in this crime. So, ito ba ay very common sa cases natin, yung the perpetrator being in Western countries, Attorney Raena?
Yes po, it's very common in our cases. Actually, a lot of the cases that we handle are from referrals from foreign law enforcement partners as well.
So, Attorney Raena, problematic talaga yung hindi pwede mag-retain ng extra copy. Under this new law, 11930, ano yung naging solution?
So under the new law, Attorney Kath, the law enforcement authorities are already allowed to retain at least one copy without the need of court intervention. So whereas before they need to apply for a court order or ask the court for permission to retain a copy, now po, pwede na mag-retain ng isang copy yung law enforcement authorities for purposes of what I mentioned earlier na, yun nga po, to identify other victims, to continue investigation and case build-up against other perpetrators.
Ikaw, Attorney Ayan, ano yung mga issues na nakita mo na medyo similar kay Attorney Raena?
Yes. Actually, since this OSEC, it's really an online crime, karamihan ng evidence po talaga dito is nakukuha natin online, no? Sa pieces of evidence, the computer data that we can get from internet companies, from internet service providers, no? So before, it's very difficult to obtain this data kasi kailangan po natin mag-apply ng cyber warrant, no? Warrant to disclose computer data. And ang isang problema po dyan is asan po ba yung mga big tech companies natin, no? Facebook, Instagram, di ba? Lahat sila nasa abroad. So, may challenge po talaga sa pagkuha ng computer data before, no? So, under the new law, no? Under 11930 and the IRR, inaalaw na po na yung law enforcement mag-issue po ng subpoena sa mga internet companies para makakuha po ng data na kailangan po nila such as subscriber information or traffic data para po matrace po nila yung mga transactions, yung mga communications, pero without looking into the communication po nung mga perpetrators, just the data na attached doon sa ano na yon, sa communication.
Important kasi yun para matrack, no?
Yes.
Sa whereabouts nila.
So napakaganda nitong improvement na to, ano, talagang this could be a good game changer, ano, lalo na for our law enforcement agencies investigating this case. So sa ngayon ba meron na ba tayong experience like in implementing this or like issuing a subpoena to internet companies to provide computer data? And ano rin yung narinig natin sa ating mga law enforcement partners regarding this development?
Yes, we have heard from our partners from the NBI nga na they like this new development and lagi po nilang ginagamit na nagpapadala po sila ng mga request or even subpoena sa mga internet companies, and these companies naman po are providing data sa kanila na naging helpful sa kanilang investigation.
Attorney Aya, na-mention mo na pwedeng magsabpina ang law enforcer sa ISP, so internet intermediaries, pero pwede rin request. So, paano kung mayroon silang request for data, na-delete na pala yun? Kasi it can happen na madedelete yung data sa katagalan.
Yun po, no? Yun yung isang problem na sinolve din ng bagong batas natin, no, in the IRR. Before kasi nga pag na-delete, nahihirapan na makakuha. But now, even if ma-delete, ang mga internet intermediaries are required to preserve the data within 6 months, no? And kung kailangan pa na extra time ng law enforcement natin, they can file an extension of another 6 months to preserve the data that they need. So talagang malaking tulong din po ito sa ating law enforcement.
So napakaganda talaga nitong development na to, at yung mga kailangan ng mga bagong policies talaga ay maiput in place, ano, para talagang maging effective yung ating kapulisan, ang ating law enforcement agencies sa pag-imbestiga at pag-identify ng mga victims, pag-identify din ng mga perpetrators ng krimen na ito. So ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin ang prosecution and investigation.
But before we do that, let us pause for a short break.
Don't go away.